Welcome to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host, Suttles. And before we get started, if you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button. In the middle of the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for a great like. And be sure to turn on that bell for all notifications so that you can get this big blue content. Let's get it. Part 2 of the players that need to prove that they should be on the Giants for the foreseeable future. Now, are they going to prove it or aren't they? We're going to see when the season begins. But now we're going to switch over to the defensive end of the ball. And one of the guys that I feel like that they need to prove that they should be on this team is Oshane Ximines. Oshane Ximines, I can say when we drafted him, I was pretty excited. I seen his film. He didn't really have a plethora of moves. He really only had one or two moves, but the way that he was getting after the quarterback, he had a good tenacity. He had very good velocity, and he was very athletic. So, of course, when we get him, I'm like, yo, he's going to be a good rotational piece. When in his rookie season with James Bettcher, he was okay. James Bettcher didn't play him enough. He didn't have enough reps to really get into the rhythm of the game, but he still ended up and had 5 sacks throughout the season. So I'm like, this is going to be a pretty good thing. Oshane Ximines is going to be a little diamond in the rough. So then his second year, he comes back and he gets injured. He has a shoulder injury. Now, he rehabbed for that shoulder injury, and he's going to come back this third year. I feel like that he just needs to prove that he should be on this team. But at the end of the day, the biggest knock on Oshane is that he gets caught in the run game a little bit too much. When he just gets caught in the mix, he doesn't make any plays. When it's a run blocking guy coming at him, he cannot get off the block, and that's one of the issues, and it's going to even be more of an issue because he has shoulder surgery, so he doesn't get to be in the weight room to bulk up and to be able to have that shoulder mobility to do the correct exercises and to do the correct techniques to improve. So this is going to be the year. We need to see what Oshane Ximines has. So Oshane, it's time for you to prove it. Do you want to be on this team or not? The second guy is Lorenzo Carter. Now, when we got Lorenzo Carter, we seen his size, we seen his speed, and we felt like that it was a steal. Dave Gettleman got a steal late in the draft. He was a good linebacker. He was big enough, strong enough, fast enough to be able to cover those tight ends, and we did see some promise. Now, we thought that he was going to break out the year before, but he didn't. He didn't really have that good of a year. And last year, we felt like that was going to be his breakout year. He was going to come through, and he was going to be that dominant pass rusher that everybody wants him to be. And he showed a little bit of light of that, especially in the scrimmage game. He was totally dominant last year in the scrimmage game, and then when we got to the first game, we seen the light, we seen the little promise, the little flickers in that Steelers game, and we was like, yo, Lorenzo Carter is really putting pressure. Lorenzo Carter is going to be a beast this season, and he ends up getting hurt. So the injury may set him back, but we still have to understand that Lorenzo Carter is big, strong, and fast enough to be able to do whatever we want him to do. Because at the end of the day, remember, when he was in the James Bettcher defense, when James Bettcher didn't know how to use him, but when he was in the James Bettcher defense, he was actually ranked the #1 outside linebacker in coverage. So that means he was able to cover the tight ends and cover the middle like a boss. So he has that ability. And we've seen the little flickers of the pass rushing ability that he has. Now, this season, can he stay healthy enough? And did he improve enough on his game that can take him from level 1 to level 10? Because as a pass rusher, if he can be a dominant pass rusher added on with the guys that we just drafted and everybody else that we has, it's going to be a crazy, crazy beast year. But Lorenzo Carter, it's time for you to prove it. Do you want to be on this team or not? And this has been a Suttles Take for Easy 3 Sport Production. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share the video. Sharing is caring. Help the channel grow. Until next time, I'm out.